Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Monday Legacy Cast, where we talk about news in film. Hope you're all having a fantastic Monday, or whatever day you're watching this. And today we're going to be going over a couple things. A reference is finally going to get to go through. A movie is going to get a set date. A couple things to expect from upcoming movies. Yeah. Anyways, before we begin, we would like everyone to know that here at the Legacy Cast, we're all idiots, and everything we say here is our personal opinions, though that does not exclude us from scrutiny. And I would like to say, give you a little bit of a warning, saying that this podcast has but is not limited to swearing, sexually explicit content, hot and cold takes, and lots of swearing. Or it used to. Not as much now. I've calmed down. So as we're all focused on The Mandalorian, some updates came out about about the next Star Wars series that most people are very excited about. The Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney Plus is set to begin filming around March-ish. The production detail comes straight from the actor. And his quote said, "It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi story, I suppose. It's not all me, but certainly will be a lot of me, which is good." McGregor told Graham Norton in his panel of co-hosts on Friday, "We will begin start shooting in March of next year, so March of next coming year, which will be good." By the time the series is streamable, McGregor will be 50 years old or older, and he acknowledged this fact during the interview. And the fun thing about this, which is really, really cool, is that Ewan McGregor, first of all, he looks like, what we all imagine Obi-Wan Kenobi is, and he's getting to that age where it's like right in between, Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original trilogy and Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. So he's getting to that age, and he looks more and more, like it. So it's gonna be very, very cool to see. What the series goes, I hope it goes as well as The Mandalorian. And yeah, so that's that. And now we're going to talk about what we know so far about a new movie series, the Mission Impossible 7. So Ethan Hunt's going to return after Mission Impossible Fallout, which was apparently very, very successful. It's currently being filmed, but obviously it's going to be very limited due to COVID. Basically, it's going to be released. They're saying July 2021. I don't think it'll be done by then. I think it's going to get pushed back to maybe Christmas or maybe March of 2022. Around there. And that's just because delays with filming and all that fun stuff. And I believe he's doing a space scene in this one. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if I think there. I'm just trying to look it up right now. If there was, I guess not. Let's see what we can know about Indiana Jones 5, because apparently that's also a thing. Basically, they're saying it's going to be a more fitting finale, obviously, for our favorite character. Details are pretty limited, but there's small amounts of information that we do know. Right now they're saying it's about July 9th, 2021 as well. I don't think this release date's going to stick, because there's been no news about it, starting to film, scripting. So I think it's going to be more 2022, 2023, waiting for this movie. The director is, the director is unconfirmed right now, mostly because Spielberg is doing a lot of post production for a couple of movies and filming for a couple movies, like the remake of West Side Story and a couple other movies like the kidnapping of Ed Garado Mortara, I think is how you say that, and other movies that he wants to do. So I don't think they're gonna get him, but they could. I think he'd take it on if Disney offers him enough money. Um, John Williams has been asked to return, so it'll be very, very, very interesting. My guess it'll be rated PG-13, and it'll start production. Well, it was rumored it was supposed to start production in 2019, but with everything going on and Spielberg taking on other things, I don't think it's going to start production until probably 2021. And so, yeah. Anyways, on to our next news story, talking about another movie. So even with after the death of Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace. He was a great actor, and it seems like he was a very good person. And he also, what he did for the MCU was really, really big. But Black Panther 2 is still on the released movie schedule, which is very interesting. Because Disney's been moving a lot of stuff off the release schedule, especially recent upcoming movies like that one Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry, had a hiccup. The one big Ryan Reynolds movie that was supposed to be coming out soon is being delayed, and so it'll be very, very, very it'll be weird seeing how they progress. Obviously, with the death of Chadwick Boseman, how Black Panther proceeds, especially because we all know they're doing a Black Panther 2. It was supposed to begin production in March of 2021, but with the death of Chadwick Boseman and COVID cases rising all over the place, it's unknown whether or not they are actually going to go over, when they're going to start production on that. And more sad news. God, the news cycle is saddening. Alex Trebek, the long-running Jeopardy host, has passed away at 80 years old. May he also rest in peace. If you don't know who Alex Trebek was, he was one of the longest-running hosts for the show of Jeopardy. The cause of death was not immediately announced, but more than likely it was probably a result or an offset of his stage 4 pancreatic cancer that he revealed, around 2019-ish, which that shit's no joke. I've had family members suffer from it, and there are not words, to prescribe what happens during that. It's definitely a very hard process. It's one of the cancers that the death to survival rate is you have a much higher chance of dying, especially when it gets into its later stages. It's pretty much you get it, you're probably not lasting a year. And it's for all of you fighting it, or who know people who are fighting it, my heart's with you. It's just hard, he had an illustrious career, and I really hope I really hope that his family, he's at peace. He doesn't have to suffer anymore, and that he's able to look down on his family, and his family is able to look up to him and be proud. His last day in the studio was October 29th, according to Sony. And Jeopardy episodes hosted by him are going to continue airing through Christmas. And the show does not have the show is like the show itself from Sony. They aren't announcing any plans for a new host at this time. He definitely had an illustrious career. Sorry to see you go, and I'm sorry you had to suffer through that. It's definitely something that not many people will suffer from, but it's definitely something that is very hard to suffer from. And again, all of you guys who know people going through it or are suffering it with yourself, my heart's with you, and I hope that you're able to recover, and I hope that we're able to find ways to eventually cure it. We definitely need more research in this field, and cancer, diabetes, and all that stuff. It's definitely something we as a society need to invest more money into researching, because that sucks. Sorry to end this on a more somber note. But thank you guys all for watching the Legacy Cast.